in here, get in here, get in here. We about to start the live. Hold on real quick, child. I gotta get my drinks together. Well, you know I'm not gonna be drinking that. I ain't gonna be drinking that tonight. But hold on, let me turn this music down, child, because we about to start the live. Okay, hey y'all, what's up? What's team? I'm here to we already got somebody in the chat. What's going on? I never seen you before, so thank you for coming on to the show. So yeah, we're gonna be talking about, for my Wednesday lives, we're gonna start talking about the Real Housewives of New Jersey because people have asked, hey L Love, what's going on? You already know. Look, y'all wanted me to do Real Housewives of New Jersey, so I'm gonna do it. I will say this, it is definitely holding my attention. So this is not something that I'm being forced to do. This is something I actually want to do because I think the season is going to be actually interesting. So with that being said, you already know what it is. I like to get right into it. Please be sure to incorporate your thoughts and comments throughout the live. You know, I love how y'all keying and y'all kind of get me together. And y'all gonna have to get me together on some stuff because I know some of y'all watched the previous season. I haven't watched the previous season, but I used to be like a super fan of Housewives of New Jersey because I'm from Jersey. Hey, what's up? So that was definitely a show that I was watching back in the day. And I know the dynamics with Teresa and Melissa. Things never changed, child. Same old Teresa, like as I thought. We got some new characters on there. We'll get into what I think about them in a minute. But like I said, during the show, please feel free to share your thoughts, okay? Because, you know, this connection works with the two of us. That's why I wanted to do a live and not like a show. Because and this is my only rant that I'm going to do. Like, I just don't like the perception that I get from when I do, like, uploads. Like, I like talking to people. That's why I like doing the panel discussions with, like, other creators and stuff like that, but whatever. It's just me. But, you know, we're going to have this conversation with y'all to chat. Now, my thoughts, I seen episode 1. I guess I'll talk about that for a little before we get into episode 2. I've watched all 12 seasons into the 13th season. Damn, okay, super fan. We got a super fan in here, okay. Look, I watched it. I didn't watch it from season 1, but I watched it from the season. It was the season that the two Joes fought. Like, at the time when Teresa was married to Joe and Melissa Gorga's Joe. You know, I started watching in that season, and from that I watched like clips from the older seasons to kind of get a feel of like who these people are or whatever. But I watched from then, and ever since then, like I understand the dynamics of most of these characters on here. These characters don't change. We gonna get into Teresa. We gonna get into the whole Teresa and Melissa thing because you know Teresa just she gonna be who she is. You know, I get it, but at some point, at some part of your life, you know, when you get to a certain age, okay, y'all gonna have to stop this little catty bullshit like y'all in high school. But we gonna get into it. What you saying? Let me read some of the comments. Do you have Peacock? Yeah, I watch it on Peacock because my parents, they on some type. They not trying to, you know how everybody trying to get rid of cable now because streaming. So they trying to get rid of cable. So we can get all like the streaming sites and stuff like that. Now, like we go half on certain, not go half, but you know, I get this streaming platform, you get that streaming platform. So once I found out that Peacock has a lot of the Bravo stuff, I was like, oh hell yeah, we are definitely watching on there. You know, it's on demand. I don't gotta sit there and wait till 8 o'clock. Teresa has been fighting her brother way too damn long. And my thing is this, like, yes, Teresa should be held accountable for the way she treats her brother. We'll get into that. She should be held accountable for how she treats her brother. But I think at some point, Joe, you're going to have to cut her off. Like, you have to let her go because she be making you look dumb in these streets. She be calling you out your name. I done seen some of the scene. Let me get my salsa water, child. You know, I got to stay hydrated. Salsa water make you hydrated, right? I don't know, child. But anyway, I seen how Teresa was treating your ass at the reunion, calling you all types of bitches, having her new man, her new boo out here coming for girl. Anyway, so anything I got for the opening thoughts? Like I said, nothing has changed. We still got the same dynamics. I love how they showed in the first episode. I love how they showed the season premiere, like the actual season trailer, because I haven't seen them on social media. I think they're really cracking down on they are really cracking down on these social media sites that post clips. I guess because people are watching the clips more than the actual show, and it's not giving them any views. But yeah, like we seen the season trailer in the beginning of the show. Um, I thought we were gonna get the sneak peek of the next episode, but hey, it was to be continued as usual. Let me see some of these comments. Teresa's been, yeah. Darren, the basic peacock has all the years of house. The basic peacock, I got the paid one. Oh, let me find out I ain't got to pay. Darren, did you see how Andy made her apologize too? I didn't see the reunion prior. I'm actually gonna watch it because there's a lot that I need to watch because I'm looking at the dynamics and stuff like that. And I'm like, okay, something happened between them. I need to figure out what happened, like the whole Dolores and Jennifer situation, which I'm team Dolores. Okay, I don't care what nobody say. That's my girl. But Jennifer read you a couple. She read you a good one though. We gonna get into the timeline. But I think I just need to look at the reunion to figure out what exactly happened last season so I can really know what happened this season. So like probably I'm not doing a podcast this weekend, so probably this weekend I'll probably watch the reunion for last season. But anyway, it picks off where it left off. Well, it picks up from where it left off last episode at this damn charity event. And let me just say this while, last time talking about episode 1, not they got these old ass men out here with the child. When I tell you I was like, girl, you better get somebody else to do it. Some of y'all need to get there and get naked, child, because y'all looking better than them. Got the body done and stuff like that. Oh my goodness. And Margaret, I didn't like her. Like I just felt like she was just I didn't think she was gonna last that long, but she does bring the drama because she be starting a lot of stuff. She looks a lot better. Like, I don't know if it's them Bravo checks or something like that, but sis is. I was like, okay, got her little. I don't know, she got a little facelift or something like. Because when I first seen her, she looked a little, she was looking very her age, and I'm not trying to be ageist, but we got to keep it real. But I don't know, she got some type of facelift or something, child. It's working. It's definitely working. Darren, I pay for the cheapest. Oh, I got that too. Yeah, I got the 560. Yeah, I got that. Hold on, wait. I'm gonna check if I got that because I could have sworn I got the 9 something, but if they got 550, bitch, I'm about to find out. Okay. She had a facelift. Oh, so she, okay, yeah, because girl, I was like, oh, she looking a little young. Okay, yeah, aging backwards. I don't know what was going on, but I was like, okay, Margaret is really giving the girls what needed to be gave. Like I said, it picks off from the last episode. Jennifer storms out after the argument with Dolores. Here's the thing. I'm with Dolores. I think that Jennifer, I didn't like Jennifer when she first came on. She seemed very fake. She seemed very like she was messing with Jackie a little bit too much. Like it gave bully vibes. I didn't really watch the full season, but I didn't like how she treated Jackie. She just seemed very like elitist and just rude and like snobbish. Like the girl said towards the end, like I felt like she was snobbish. I feel like Jennifer was snobbish, honestly. So and the fact that Dolores would stick up with her, like that's what Dolores said in the scene where she walked out. She said, I literally went against all of y'all to defend this girl, and she treats me like that. Now, granted, Dolores, you did call her the C word. A lot of girls don't like being called that. Okay, that's not a nice word. That's not a, call me the B word, call me all types of other things. Don't call me that C word. Okay, so I can understand why she feel a little butthurt about that. You like Jennifer? Not you like, I mean, here's the thing. Jennifer is cool when she's like, when she ain't on her shit. Like sometimes when she be on her shit, I be like, girl, don't do it. Don't freaking do it, girl. Don't. It's not giving what it's supposed to have gave. You trying to start all this drama with people. Her whole thing is like, oh, she hasn't been every time I see her in an event, she's not talking to me, she's ignoring me, and this, that, and the third. I don't get why y'all expect, after y'all done cursed each other out in the reunion, that you think shit is gonna change when I see you again. Like it's gonna be like, oh hi, how are you? How are? That's why I got on Wendy, just to talk about Potomac for a second. I got on Wendy when she tried to be all high, and like to Giselle in the first episode. I'm like, girl, she ain't fuck with you. Don't talk to her. So that's what Dolores is on. Dolores, she feels some type of way. I'm not gonna say nothing because Dolores the type. If I say something, I'm gonna curse the girl out and she gonna get her feelings hurt. So I'm gonna just wait till she come to me, and you waiting on her to come to you. So y'all not talking to each other. Look, it's gonna take one person to break the ice. So she funny. I don't think she that funny, girl. I don't know. Her kids be reading her that scene where she said, "Oh my God!" Like one of the daughters like, "I want to have a fake nose like you," or something about like, "I got a real nose. I don't want to mess it up like you." I'm like, "Oh, it be your own goddamn kids." But yeah, so basically, Jennifer's over here. Well, Jennifer was off scene with her husband arguing in the car, calling Dolores a lowlife. And in the midst of that, I will say the part where I say Jennifer kind of got Dolores a little bit was when she said that girl looked like a leather handbag. When I was like, girl, when she called that girl a leather handbag, I was that shit sent me. I had to look at girl. Oh my God. Anyway, so not you laughing. What else happened after that? Y'all gonna have to fill me in what actually happened the last season, because I know L Love is in there, and I'm glad you know all about the Real Housewives of New Jersey. What happened last season? Just give me the little quick synopsis of what happened between them, because they were East Boone Coon. I did not know that they had like issues. Looking at my notes. I think a lot of people, I think there was somebody in there, somewhere in the mix, like the New Girls was kind of like getting into her and saying, real friends tell when you're wrong, and that's what Dolores does. Like basically, Dolores is not that type of friend that's gonna be like, oh my God, like, even though I'm not fucking with you right now, I'm with you, or no, girl, you wrong. So I'm guessing it was something that Jennifer did wrong and Dolores checked her on it, and that's what could have started the whole beef that they had or whatever. Like I said, I'm gonna look back at the reunion to figure out what exactly went down. This is I literally just started picking up watching this show a couple days ago, so we need to see what happened in the previous season. I know people. People are still kind of fairly new. Teresa. Okay, what happened? I never saw the problem coming with Dolores, and it seems fake. Oh, it's one of those where it's not like, cause I was hearing what they were talking about. It was like, oh, well, you didn't defend me, or you said something to somebody, and it was stupid. Like I was like, so what's the problem? Like I was waiting for somebody to I was waiting for like a little flashback, something. Like, come on, literally anything. Teresa said the two should talk it out. Dolores is not hearing that. She's not hearing that. She doesn't want to talk to this girl. She just wants to be cordial, and I think that's like for the best. Because Jennifer, we'll get into her a little bit later. Because look, I know L Love, I know that's your girl, but like I don't know, the way she be moving, the way she was moving. Andy was puzzled at the reunion between the two. Oh, he was puzzled. So that means ain't nothing but girl. Not some off-screen shit happened that we ain't know about. You better bring that shit to the light. So anyway, it cuts to the scene where Melissa and Joe are preparing to fly out to LA, I believe, to the MTV Awards with Teresa. Now they're supposed to be like presenting together or something like that. And Joe brings up like essentially in that scene how Teresa and Louis was being very cold at the charity event. I mean, they weren't really talking. At the end of the day, she said hi. Teresa felt like y'all was being cold. It's like she was like y'all wasn't talking, and she just said hi and bye. Like it was nothing. I feel like Joe really be beefing with Teresa, and then like I said, Teresa be just blaming it on Melissa, just because it's so easy to do, and you can't really win an argument with Joe because Joe will say some stuff, and then it'll start like a whole fight between the boyfriend. It's gonna be a whole nother smackdown between Teresa Man and Joe. I can see it brewing. I can see the clips from the next episode. It's crazy. Anyway, they said that somewhere down the line, Louis said something about Melissa saying that she's like insecure, which I thought was weird. I don't, insecure. I don't think insecure. I think he's like putting that in Teresa's head so she can. You know how Teresa is. She a little gullible child. She believe anything, child. That if that's her man, she believe him. I see Teresa as Joe, Melissa. I see Teresa as Joe and Melissa's host. Ooh. Ooh. It is looking like that though. It is, because at the end of the day, if this was real life, would Joe really be that pressed? Joe would have been like, man, fuck this girl. I don't care. That's my sister. I don't care that. Look, I'm doing my thing. She doing her thing. We meet halfway when it comes to family events. It ain't got to be nothing. Like, I think, yeah. I mean, they really don't. I mean, it don't seem like they do have anything going on. I haven't seen her a lot. I didn't see her at all in the trailer. Like, she just be there. Child. You love the new Joe? Louis is the new Joe. Yeah. I see it. Joe was a little bit more understanding to a certain extent. Like, I mean, yeah, the two Joes fought. There was a time where he was like a little toxic to the family. But I don't know, something about Louis I don't like either. Like he seemed a little shifty. He seemed a little shady for some reason. It's not giving. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But something about him, I think that who is this man? What does he do? He got his own money. Cause who is look? Somebody tell me what he does, child. I'm gonna look it up though. But I'm just saying, like, I don't trust Louis. But like I said, the whole thing, they're upset about how the seating arrangement was at the engagement party, which, for what I'm understanding, this is an Italian thing. Like, if you put somebody in the back, that's like in a family, that's like disrespectful. So I mean, in any family, let's be clear. Let's not make it about race or ethnicity or whatever. But like, that show sister, why was she in the back? Teresa claims that Melissa asked to be put in the back. I don't know why she would ask that. I don't believe Teresa, obviously. But Melissa Joe really was upset too that Melissa wasn't a bridesmaid, but Louis' sister-in-law, that mind you, they apparently just met, will be in attendance and be like the bridesmaid, which kind of pissed them off. What you saying? Joe grew up with Louis is questionable. Yeah, Louis is just questionable. I just don't trust him. It's something about him. I don't know. But that happened, and they were talking about that, and I think Joe, like I said, Joe needs to cut her off, because at the end of the day, she keeps playing in your face. Y'all gonna sit there and fight again. And here's this whole thing about because, and I understand that their parents both died, which is very unfortunate, and I don't wish that on nobody. But like, that was like their dying wish almost, that they piece things up and be friends and hang out. But like, sometimes I know family be wanting y'all to do that. Like your moms and your grandma said, oh, you got to do right by your family. That's the only people you got. No, that's not true. You have friends. You can have a chosen family. There's a such thing as chosen family. Okay. And I think this is not healthy for either y'all. Y'all know y'all don't mess with each other. Joe, she gonna call you out your name and all this other stuff. She gonna disrespect your wife and essentially blame Melissa for everything that you doing. Oh, now Telly in the building. You, first of all, and we need to talk, because you need to do this. You need to do the lives with me, child. Look, I don't know if New Jersey's your style, but we'll definitely talk. Cause I'll be wanting to, I missed the panel discussions. I can't wait to talk to you about Potomac next Tuesday. We're gonna be with Medusa, but that's besides the point. Back to Teresa. Yeah, like I feel like Joe just need to cut her off. But like you said, L Love, like, child, she probably not. They probably not gonna cut her off, because that's probably their storyline. Child. Some family you must avoid. Yes, exactly. Look, here's my thing. if somebody is giving you drama, any type of just bad like vibes and not treating you right, I don't care. Like they be saying, "Oh, blood thicker than water." Girl, bye. Blood is 50% water, so it ain't that damn thick. Let's be very clear, okay? If somebody's giving you pain, whether it's your family, blood relative, mom, dad, sister, brother, or whatever, cousin, cut their asses off. I cut my cousins off. I cut family off real quick if I feel like it's disrupting my mental space. And if every scene on this damn show is about Teresa, we got a problem. You need to cut her off. It's only 2 episodes in. I could catch up. Oh, you about to catch up? Okay, good. We'll talk later. But yeah, it's only been 2 episodes. And it's pretty good. Like it's you know, you're gonna see the trailer in the beginning, but yeah, it's I think it's a good season. That's just me. I like watching Jersey. Jersey's like I will say Jersey is the only show I will watch other than like my people of color. You get what I'm saying? Like Jersey, they give it to you. They give it to you real good too. I cut plenty of my cousins off. Okay. Who say y'all gotta be like together all the time? And sometimes, cause we ain't gonna do a story time because we doing this show. But yeah, I mean, there's times I had to distance myself from my closest cousins because hey, we grow up, you have different viewpoints, and you feel differently about one's opinions, and sometimes when you think and you look back and you don't want to be like the bad guy and call them out or just start an argument. So you just kind of sit there and eat it, but then you start thinking about it later on, and you're like, you know what? You're disrupting my mental peace, so I gotta distance myself a little bit. You're not the same person. I'm not the same person to you. You're not the same person to me. So we need to move on, and I think that's exactly what Joe needs to do with Teresa. Anyway, we move on and we go on to like Danielle going over Jennifer's house. There's a couple of things I want to talk about with that. They fight constantly in Jersey. They do. So Danielle, first of all, I love Danielle. Something about her. I hope she's not going to be like one of Jennifer's clones, because it did seem like she was talking out of bounds in this scene. But I like how she's like a regular girl almost, like she's from Staten Island or whatever, and she had the whole thing like, there's difference between Jersey people and Staten Island people. That is a difference. There's definitely a difference. And she seems down to earth. I hope that this doesn't like make her feel like, we'll get into it when we get into like the house and all that. But she's like blown away by Jennifer's house. And look, even though I don't really like Jennifer like that, her house is nice. I love a spiral stairs. I love me some spiral stairs. I love the big open space. I mean, when you look at the outside of the damn house, that shit look like a Barbie, like a Malibu Barbie dream house. Okay. The color, I ain't like the color. It seems a little basic, but whatever. This is a mansion. They don't got to be all that. Yeah, okay, you like Danielle too? You get into Danielle, and she's a pretty girl. She's a cute girl. She looks great. Husband's cute too. It's okay. I'm just saying, the husband's cute too. Okay. So she basically tells the kids, I thought it was funny, like, don't touch anything, don't break anything, because girl, like, I ain't trying to break a damn leg, whatever the hell up in here you break. I thought that was a cute little funny moment. They talked about what happened at the charity event. Danielle doesn't really know the context of like the beef that Jennifer has with Dolores. So that's kind of why she's kind of on Danielle's side. I'm also in your house too, so I don't want to start no like arguments if I'm like, but I don't know. I mean, I think Danielle's just being neutral in that way. That's why she said what she said. But I was just like, girl, what you mean? She and Jackie seem like they aren't gonna get along. Jackie, I don't know. I feel bad for Jackie. Like, damn, she's not even a cast member. I looked at the pictures. I'm like, oh, Jackie not in here? Damn, they demoted her ass, girl. Let me tell you something. They demote me. I'm not coming on the show as a friend. Okay. Yeah, she did kind of look her up and down though. I mean, I mean, look at Danielle's like plight, right? Like she's a down to earth type of person. She got like a small house. She's probably not in the same tax bracket as these girls. So looking at me up and down, I've been in spaces where I'm around like rich and wealthy people that probably count me out because of X, Y, and Z. Yeah, you probably did. Look. I don't know, but I don't think personally. I don't think Jackie did that on purpose. I think she just looked her up and down. She just wanted to look at her, like, Jackie's just weird like that. But I can see how Danielle can see it, and from that perspective. Because, you get on these shows, child, these girls are very elitist. These girls are very about who's around in my circles, this, that, and the third. I'm like, okay, girl, calm down. Y'all keeping up with the Joneses, let's be very clear. You like Jack? You like everybody, Ella. Who you don't like? Yeah. So, yeah, they talk about Teresa, and then see what happened was the part that I really thought was interesting was when she called Teresa. And you said, yeah, Danielle may be a little insecure. It's cute, though. I mean, she might be, but I hope it doesn't get the best of her to the point where, okay, we gotta get a mansion because everybody else got a mansion, and I don't want to be on TV looking like I'm poor or something like that. And now let me get this house that I can't afford. Y'all end up like goddamn Toya and freaking, I forgot her husband name, child. And I'm not trying to be shady, but I'm just saying, like, look, you ain't got to keep up with everybody keeping up with the Joneses, and they struggling on the low, child. It does not mean look. Okay, let's be very clear. But yeah, Jennifer calls Teresa on FaceTime, and they start talking about how this girl that used to be Margaret's friend, Laura, has like came into their spaces and was like, trying to get to talk to them about, to spill some tea on Margaret. Now, when I was looking at this person, because they did like a little flashback of this woman, I'm like, girl, we pushing 94 spilling tea like it's high school. We pushing 94. What are we doing? But look, I'm here for it. I am definitely here for it. So basically, they didn't get into the details of what the tea was on Margaret. And then when Jennifer asked, like, hey, was there anybody else that they spilled the tea to or anything? It was crickets. None of them wanted to talk. And like Jennifer's like, well, if Margaret pisses me off enough, I'll reveal it, but I'm not going to do it now because we're in a good place. And she goes on to say also, like, I know Margaret will probably do the same thing to me if given the opportunity, if she has some information on me or whatever. So, I'm gonna just keep it. And my thing is this, y'all supposed to have like resolved y'all issue? Why when you resolve, just me personally, if I resolve like an issue with somebody, I'm not gonna go or have somebody if the person came to them, they came to them. But I'm not gonna go out seeking some information on you, because that just looked like, okay, so the beef ain't over. You saving face. That's just what it looks like. I'm just saying. I'm just saying what I feel. But yeah, that happened. We get a scene with Rachel and her family. Oh no, Rachel was the one with the. No, not Rachel. Yeah, we get the scene with Rachel and her family and how it was cute. It was alright. Nice little. I'm not gonna talk about it too much. Then we get this little sit down, this get together with Margaret. She has Jackie, Melissa, the new Jennifer, Dolores. They're all playing some games and kikiing. I'm not really gonna get into the games that much because it was like, girl, what y'all talking about? Licking balls and all this other stuff. I'm like, girl, what is this? What am I watching? But anyway, Melissa talks about the MTV event and how, she essentially feels weird about the whole situation, and she doesn't want to fake it anymore with Teresa. Like, she's tired of saving face. My thing is this, is like, why they ask y'all both to do it? Like, y'all don't know if we beefing or something like that. Y'all don't watch the show? Shit. Have her, give her own set. But Margaret says that she thinks that Jennifer is more dangerous than Teresa, and Margaret actually got the drop on them. Okay, so she knows that Laura has spoke to Jennifer and Teresa through another friend. I'm like, these girls be knowing. And let me tell you something about Margaret. Margaret knows she know drama. That's what I remember her for, because she always brought like information and tea and all this other bull crap to the group. So if you think you about to do that with her child, I'm already 10 steps ahead of you. Okay, so she knows that Laura's been talking to Teresa and Jennifer, which, you know, hey, she feels a way about it, but she's really like kind of mad at Jennifer. Like, you know, it is what it is. They, you know, I get where Margaret is coming from, to be honest. I mean, she said that, you know, she, what's the word? They made up, and now you trying to get information on me or talking to people or whatever the case, whatever you're doing. So yeah, I'm feeling some type of way. I'm gonna be upset. I'm gonna be pissed. So yeah, she's not dealing with that right now. We get a scene with Dolores and her new boo child. What Beyonce say must be the cash because it ain't your face, okay? Whew, all right, these men on here, child. I'm like, girl. They get like a little scene there. They're talking about how like her ex Frankie needs to like kind of like back off, which is, it was weird in the beginning. Like when I first started watching, when Dolores came on, was like they're not together, but they're living together or whatever the case is. I don't know what's going on with that, but yeah, Dolores and her new boo. She got a new man, like, because I remember it was a different man that she had when I watched it like a couple seasons ago. I don't know. But yeah, that happened. We get a little scene with that. I thought that was cute. And, you know, we get a scene of Teresa sending out the wedding invitations. And we get a scene, Dolores, new man. Or is it me? He do seem a little odd. I mean, if that's, you know, do whatever tickles your fancy. But she do seem, I don't know. That house is nice though. Look. And that's what I said in the beginning. It must be the money because it ain't your face. Okay, like what Beyonce say, like the house look nice. He look like he's well endowed. Okay. Oh, David the doctor was her man for the past 5 years. Oh wow. Yeah, I remember that guy. He didn't seem like he was gonna last. And I don't do all this beta alpha shit, but like Dolores is a little alpha. She gonna need another alpha. You know what I'm saying? Like he seemed a little meek to me. Just to me. I'm just saying what I'm seeing. But yeah. So like I said, Teresa sends out the wedding invitation, and we get a scene with Joe and well, we get a scene with everybody collecting their invitations. Then we get the scene with Joe and Melissa, and he goes on and this another rant again, saying, "Oh my goodness, like I'm mad that you're not gonna be a part of the wedding." Like at this point, you need to get over it. I mean, if we're beefing, I'm not gonna have you be a bridesmaid. Maybe you could have been a bridesmaid, but whatever you did to Teresa, and this is not me defending Teresa because I know Teresa is the type. She's always been like that. She's the type that will sit there and hang out with some new people and like discard the old people. You get what I'm saying? She does that all the time. She does that with them. He didn't want to be on TV. Who didn't want to be on? Oh, the doctor. Yeah, he's a doctor. Like, you gotta know. You gotta look. Okay. Of course, I can understand. He probably wouldn't want to be on the television, but like I said with the whole Joe and Melissa thing, it's just I don't want to rehash it no more. Like, yeah, he need to just move on. What you say? Teresa is annoying as hell. She is. But it's even more annoying, like when you know that friend that keep on talking about these people or they man that's like not doing them right, and they stick with them or they try to stay in close proximities with them. Like she's treating you like shit. And every scene you get, you talk about her like, girl, cut her off, block her. Just saying. Anyway, so the last scene we had Danielle. She went over with the girl. She had everybody come over. They were gonna make like fresh mozzarella. And let me tell you something. That man that was doing that damn mozzarella. Let me tell you something. I get down with the pink meat. I don't discriminate at all. Child. And them Italians be looking good. That man look good as hell making that damn mozzarella. Let's be very clear. Okay, let's be very clear. Her daughter too. Not Gia. Every time in the morning, I'm a girl, not the girl singing, but I don't see much of Gia. I know she grown up, child, but you said yummy. That mozzarella looked good too. I was like, girl, the mozzarella looked good. He looked good, child. Them girls was getting wet when they were seeing him do his little thing. Okay, let's be very clear. I wish I can put a little photo up so we can be reminded of how he looked like, child. Now, this is where we get into the whole house conversation, because she's like, if someone's like, Danielle was like, if somebody comes in here and says, "Oh my God, your house is so cute," like I'm just a little insecure about the size of my house, because these girls have mansions compared to what I got. Like I said, don't be ashamed of where you live at. That house is nice on the inside. If your house look nice on the inside, let me tell you something. The cost of living has gone up. Where you're in New Jersey, so you should know, bitch. It's expensive as hell in this damn state. Okay, as long as you got like a nice modern looking house on the inside, it's just like a regular house in the boonies, like, and it look nice. Girl, don't be ashamed. But they was coming up in there talking about, "Oh my God, this is so cute. This is cozy." Like, girl. But they get to talking about Jennifer and Dolores, and Dolores just wasn't having it. She's like, "I'm not." You said that was funny. Look, I mean, look. Hey, it is what it is. That's your house. That's your house. I don't look. Okay, there's a lot of people that ain't got no houses. Okay, be lucky you got yours. Yeah, so they started getting to talking about the whole Jennifer and Dolores thing. Dolores isn't having it, okay? And the new Jennifer kind of puts her 2 cents into it. Now, I don't know this new Jennifer Esk, or however the hell you say her damn name. We're going to call her Jennifer too. I don't like her. I don't. She just butts in when she don't need to be butting in. And I'm like, girl, you too new to be like chiming in. Like, who are you? We'll get into it a little bit later. But anyway, Teresa tries to be neutral with the whole Jennifer and Dolores thing. Like, she tells Dolores, like, we know Jennifer's really trying, and she just is trying to figure out what the problem is, and you guys are both hurt. You need to talk about. Teresa over here talking about, you need to talk it out. You need to talk it out. You need to talk it out. You don't even be wanting to talk it out with your own people, your brother and sister-in-law. But we want to sit there and say she need to be talked. Girl, Teresa's like a deer headlight. She just be saying anything. I'm telling you, she just be saying anything. But she's a fan favorite, so they're gonna eat it up. They started to bring up Teresa and Joe and Melissa. This is before Melissa came, so they started to bring up the whole Teresa and Joe and Melissa debacle. And basically, Teresa makes this comment like, I don't understand why Joe has a problem with me. I text them. I said I'm over it. I'm like, just because you over it does not mean like they over it. You called him a bitch. You had your new man like literally curse him out or say whatever he said to him. I don't know what the man said to him, but I seen some clips, child. I was like, he was not nice to Joe. And I'm just like, Teresa's that kind of friend where she'll sit there and violate your ass, and then when she's over the situation, she's expecting you to be over the situation as well. Like nothing happened. I think that's so weird. I mean, but that's so on brand. That's just how Teresa always been. That's why I'm like, it's nothing new, which is all the more reason why these girls need to just move on off her. Like for real. Like I remember back when Kathy and them was there, like Rosie, all them, child, they all said the same thing. Like Teresa be switching up on a hoe. I don't know why y'all thought you was gonna be different. Child. Anyway. We find out that Jackie wasn't invited. Okay, and that's the part where Danielle's like, oh, well, I feel like she was looking at me up and down. I think she's a snob, which triggers, I don't know how it got to this conversation, but Margaret gets into it with Jennifer because somehow someone else said, oh, yeah, I think she's a snob too. And I think someone brought up like Jennifer, and Jennifer got into it. She basically confronts her on like, bitch, I know you spoke to Laura. And I want to know why you're doing that when we sat there and pieced it up. The way I see it, Teresa and Joe aren't close. Happens, move on. I miss Kathy and Rosie. Rosie used to be funny as hell. Cause let me tell you something, Rosie would get Teresa together, okay, and Teresa I'm telling you, Teresa was scared of her. She was scared of Rosie, okay. Let's be very clear. But yeah, I kind of miss Kathy. Didn't bring it too much. I just feel like her storylines were kind of like riding off of beefing with Teresa. I did enjoy Rosie. I miss the Manzo. I forgot her name, child. Coraline. There we go. Coraline. I miss her. She used to give it to Teresa, and Teresa would just be sitting there like, "What are you talking about? Girl, shut up." You know who I don't miss though? I don't miss that Teresa's old best friend. I forgot that girl name. And you know who I'm talking about. That's the one. I think she got the autistic son. Tell me in the comment. But I don't miss her. But anyway, besides the point, back to the conversation at hand. So basically, Jennifer says that she wanted to hear the girl out, and then when Margaret was like, "Oh my goodness, like we're supposed to be friends, and friends don't do this," we said, "Well, friends is a spectrum." I'm like, girl, these girls are just making up any type. They are making up meanings for any words. Like, friendship is a spectrum. What the hell is that supposed to mean? Margaret ends up saying the girl needs help. She walks off. She's like, "Girl, I'm done. You need help." And this is why a lot of these girls are not messing with you. This is why you having problems with Dolores. And she started listing out names. And that's when Jennifer's like, "Well, no, I don't have a beef with Dolores. Dolores has a beef with me." Dolores enters the chat. Okay. Dolores enters the chat. Okay. She's like, "Girl, what beef I got with you?" They start getting into it. I'm like, "Oh, snap, child." I be getting a little scared for Dolores because she be getting up. I'm like, "Why you standing up?" Because she look like she about to, tussle, okay? But they start getting into it. The new Jennifer comes in out of nowhere, and she's talking about like, "Oh my goodness, like you both aren't owning up to your own parts." Bitch, who are you? Who the like? I'd have been like, "Girl, who you? You too new to this group. You too new. Okay, let's be very clear. You won't see a problem between Dolores and Jennifer during the reunion. That's why I think it's fake. You think it's fake? Yeah, it could be. Probably trying to draw up some numbers. But like, what was I about to say? Where's I at? Oh, lost my train of thought, child. Yeah, like freaking Jennifer too going to put her 2 cents to it. I'm like, girl, she said, and Dolores got her too. She was like, wrong place to do it in and wrong people to do it with. Okay, let's be very clear. Don't sit there. This is not the time, honey. I don't even know you like that. So the other Jennifer, she sat her ass down and was eating her little mozzarella. It gets to Teresa somehow because Margaret knows how to she a little Giselle. Like, how Giselle be like ushering in like the new drama, the new conversation of the group or whatever. Margaret kind of finds a way to be like, well, no, Teresa started talking about her wedding. That's what happened. Teresa started talking about her wedding and saying that, "Oh, well, we're not." And I feel like she just gave it to Margaret. She said, "Oh, well, we're not going to have a seating arrangement for the wedding." Like, you just gave it to somebody to be like, "Well, yeah, duh, because you had the shit fucked up last time." Like, Margaret brings up the fact that, yeah, because you had an issue with Melissa. And then Teresa says some shit like, "Oh, well, no, Teresa asked to be moved." And that's what that's when Melissa got up into the damn chat and was like, "Girl, oh my son, I ain't never said I wanted to be moved. You put us in the back." They started getting into it, calls Teresa a liar. Teresa, like I said, Teresa's a little deer. She's a deer in headlights. Okay, let's be very clear. She's like, "What are you talking about? Like, I'm not doing this. Like, this is not me, and we don't have a problem. We don't have an issue. Like, I talking about family and shit like that." Girl, you lying. You do not give a fuck about that damn family, okay? You don't give a fuck about Joe. You never cared about Melissa. That's why you blame her for everything when really it's Joe. It's really Joe that you have a problem with. That's the person you have a beef with. But because they're married, and because, I don't know, maybe she has this thing where, I don't know, like, because some women are like that. They don't choose to argue with men. So she's gonna argue with Melissa because she's the, I don't know how the dynamic works. But The live repeated itself. Girl, what's going on with this live? Hold on, girl. Let me know if everything is okay now. Cause I notice it's not acting up. Child, well, it says I'm live, child. We do not do malfunctions up in here, child. I mean, but that was the end of the show. How long we got? Oh, we got 46 minutes. Okay, that's what's up. Well, let me know if it's repeating this. If it's still. Let me look at it. Hold on. Let me start hearing myself. I got it playing on somewhere else. I don't think it's me. I don't know. Maybe you need to go out the live and come back on. Because it's been working good for me. Because I have it played on another device. Oh, let me turn this down, child. Anyway, so yeah, that was it. That was the end of the show, and basically it just ends off with their little argument, Teresa and Melissa. So I did like the context for next episode. That was interesting. I definitely want to see Joe and Louis get into it because the guys are hanging out and they're supposed to be beefing or whatever, child. But we'll see how that plays out. And I will be back. You know, we'll be doing this every Wednesdays. Hopefully, we'll see if we can get El Teddy to come on, so we can spread out these shows amongst our channels or whatever. But like, this is starting to be like a really interesting season that I'll probably watch. So hopefully you guys get into it too. For the replay watchers, be sure y'all watch the whole video. Okay, like this video, leave a comment, all that. And I will be back with the next live. We're probably gonna go live on Friday. No new Darren Green show, so yeah. I need to check what happened to that damn live though.